This program is brought to you in part by SalCal Real Estate Connections.
Welcome to Race in Action Today. We're here today to bring you the action from our favorite race venue, Lime Rock Park, the road racing center of the East. And for the first time ever, we will be covering a Ferrari Day event featuring all different types of Ferraris and years and models, and also we're going to dedicate tonight's show to a very special group called Team Pilota, which actually means pilot in Italian, I believe. And we're certainly going to have a great day here. I think you better find yourself a very comfortable chair and relax. We're about to see what Ferrari Day is all about and the people who make it happen. Yes, we have Joe Capasso with us, who owns this absolutely gorgeous red Ferrari 430. And I got a feeling, Joe, you know a little bit about this car. Tell me, how'd you get involved with these Ferraris?
Years ago, around 1990, I bought my first 355, which is that one next to us here. And then I became the Ferrari Club of New England co-director. And I always loved Ferrari since I was born in Italy. And any case, here we are, more Ferraris.
Now, working on these cars has got to be an interesting feat.
Oh, yeah, very interesting. They're really high-tech cars, as you know. And our mechanics, we have a crew of like 4 mechanics. They come with us everywhere we go. And IFS. And they take care of all our cars, service.
Now, how many events do you go to a year?
As many as we can without losing time from work. But unfortunately, here we are. But we try to do about 10 to 12 events a year.
10 to 12, yeah. And did you go to this new track up in New York State? Was it Monticello?
Yeah, I've done that once or twice, actually. My friend John is a member there, so we went there as a member guest, yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping to do some kind of an event up there because we haven't been there yet, and I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful track. I mean, really, really fast track. Unfortunately, they don't have a lot of members, so as soon as they become more, the membership grows, then it's going to be fantastic, yeah.
Now tell me, how does this Lime Rock track compare to the other places you've gone to?
I tell you, I've been to a lot of tracks, and Lime Rock people underestimate it. It's a small track. It's about 1.6, 1.7 miles. Very, very challenging. People that tell you that's a small track, and I mean, the track is very challenging. I love the track.
I've been to a lot of races here, professional races, and they told, people tell me this is a very tight place, and just to keep all 4 wheels on the pavement is not easy.
It's not. People try to go faster than they think they can go, and they get in trouble. But there's a lot of rails to hit, a lot of walls to hit. But I love the track. It's very challenging.
Yeah, we love this place. I'll tell you. You come up here in the fall, it's
Connecticut, right? It's Connecticut. It's beautiful state.
Yeah. We and that's why this is kind of new to us to cover an event like this. We usually cover a racing event, and we did go to the Greenwich Concours d'Elegance. We cover that too, which there's always a lot of Italian cars there. Yeah. But this is really turning out to be a good day for us. We really like being here.
Yeah, thank God. I guess the weather changed. It was supposed to rain today and whatever. It's going to be a nice weekend. It's going to be a nice weekend, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't even think the rain stops you, even if it rained, right?
No. Well, I don't have any rain tires, so we run on slicks. And it's not fun running in the rain anyways.
No, it's not. I'm at really awe when I see these race cars doing it because that's got to be tricky.
Yeah, well, we race for fun, so we don't race for precision or anything like that, so it's not worth crashing the car. And so when it's nice and like today, we go out there and have a great time.
Well, I could see your attraction, I'll tell you. Somehow, somewhere, I got to get myself into one of these cars and have some fun. I want to thank you for your interview. It was really a pleasure meeting you, and we're going to keep an eye out on the track on you, see how you do.
If you'd like to go for a little ride, come on over.
Well, you know what? I have a cameraman I need to put in here to really take an in-car shot. Yeah, if you could give him a ride, that'd be excellent.
We can do that. We can do that.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Thanks a lot, Joe. You are excellent.
Thank you.
As you could see, Joe really knows how to handle this Ferrari. And we watched him all afternoon, and boy, I'll tell you, he really does a great job out there, and the car really runs great.
Yes, we have John Terrell with us, who owns this gorgeous yellow Ferrari 430, which I think he knows a little bit about. But most of all, John, you work on these cars. Is that correct?
I do. I have a shop south of Boston, and we just do Ferrari. And we do these challenge cars because they're technically retired from the challenge series. And we have a bunch of drivers, and we go around from track to track and exercise the cars and scare ourselves, and then we go home.
But it's fun.
It's fun. It's really fun. You learn a lot. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about physics, and you end up driving actually slower on the highways.
Yeah, once you're out in a racetrack, being on a highway kind of changes your thinking, I believe.
It does. It does. These are expensive cars, so one of the things you also have to learn is we can't damage them. You look at the red car or this yellow car here. A brake rotor in this car is $5,000. A wheel bearing is $2,200. So the downside of messing one up is huge. We have this group, Team Pelota. We probably got 30 members, and we all go around and pretty much have a good time.
Well, I could tell. There's a lot of smiling faces here today, and these cars are just gorgeous. I'll tell you, I'm like a kid in a candy store over here. You know, I don't know which one to look at next.
Well, you really want to pick your color first, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I could see that. I think your first Ferrari should be red, though.
No, my first Ferrari was silver.
Is that right? Yeah.
Understated, under the radar. You know, it was pretty nice.
Well, we want to thank you for having a few words with us, and we're going to keep an eye out on the racetrack to see how everybody does. And I think you're going to have some fun today.
Great. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, John. You were excellent.
Thank you.
Take care.
We had a chance to watch John out on the racetrack, and he really looked good out there, too. He not only works on these cars, but believe me, he has some fun driving them. And his yellow Ferrari is really looking great out there.
Yes, we have Bob Doyle here, who owns this gorgeous white Ferrari, and I'll tell you, this car is absolutely gorgeous. Now, tell me, how'd you get into this Ferrari thing?
Well, actually, I was a motorcycle racer for about 30 years and bought a street car, and then kind of evolved into track events, and now I'm actually not only racing some Ferrari Challenge, but in some track events like this, but doing Rolex Grand Am, also a recent winner of the 6 Hours of the Glen. So it was to win a pro race at that level is a pretty big deal.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Thanks, yeah.
And the car and tell me whose car did you have up there?
There I drove a Porsche for the Racers Group. It's a company out of California. They're actually in NASCAR. They have numerous cars in Rolex and Grand Am and Continental, which is another series that they run, and some really wonderful Porsche drivers. As said, I qualified and started the car, and we won, but probably more on the backs of my two teammates. We were able to win that race, and for me to get a pro win at that level was really something. But great, a lot of fun.
Congratulations. Believe me, that's not an easy feat.
No. Honestly, I've only been doing this a couple of years. My local paper did a story on me, and it said from nothing to, the highest level in such a short time. It was really quite an honor.
Now, the Ferraris, are they kind of a hobby with you, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do some Ferrari Challenge, the regular national series. They don't pay us anything. It's really an amateur series, just more for fun. It's a great group of guys. It's like a gentleman's race group class, and just a lot of fun. And they're wonderful cars. And of course, the history of Ferrari and racing is so, it's been around since the 50s. It's just the heritage of it, and the ambiance. Everything is just wonderful. To be here in the beautiful weather and northeast corner of Connecticut, it's just great.
Now tell me, where are you from, Bob?
I'm a Connecticut guy. I live in Killingworth now, but grew up in the Wallingford-Meriden area. Yep.
Wow, I didn't realize you were that close. Connecticut guy, that's good, you know.
An hour and 20 minutes to get here. That's all.
This is like your home track.
Well, I would like to think so, but we only get here maybe once or twice a year, so. But it's a great place. We love coming here. Absolutely wonderful.
Well, we certainly want to thank you for your interview, and we're going to keep an eye out there because I got a feeling you're going to get this car around this place.
We'll be making some laps out there. It'll be a lot of fun.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for coming out. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
a lot, Bob.
Right,
you were excellent.
Thank you. Great. Thanks.
Good luck.
Yes, Bob's Ferrari really caught our eye, and judging by the way he gets around the racetrack, he really has some fun. But boy, I'll tell you, these cars are just gorgeous.
Yes, we have Peter Lombardo with us, who owns this gorgeous number 34 360 Ferrari. I believe it's the next challenge car. Now tell me, how do you like this Ferrari?
Oh, I think it's the greatest car to be on a track with. It's not the most powerful car, but it's got a lot of power and it handles unbelievable. It's safe. We've got a roll cage, a 5-point harness, so it's really to go out and drive fast. It makes the sport a lot safer.
Now tell me, how do you like this Lime Rock track?
Lime Rock's been here many years, and I started here in Skip Barber School probably 15, 18 years ago, before I started getting serious about club racing. And basically all I do is club race. I follow the Ferrari club around different tracks, have sometimes go with different clubs also. But this track is, of course, it's our local track. I live in the area, so it's just great. It's not the longest track, but it's still challenging.
Oh yeah, this track, and I've talked to many race car drivers, professional drivers, it's a very tight place, and you really got to know where you could pass, because it's not easy here.
No, that's true, but being club racing, we're not allowed to pass on corners, so we have to be, we have to respect the other drivers, even though we might be a little faster. You follow them, and when they realize you're behind them, we have to do point buys in club racing. It keeps it safer, and it makes it makes it more fun for everyone.
Absolutely. I mean, we come to vintage car events too, which I think lately has been getting a little more serious than they need to be.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of them too, and they some very, very expensive cars, and they do some foolish things, and I've seen them get damaged, which is really you feel real bad when you see that happen.
Yeah, you don't see incidents often, but they happen. I mean, it doesn't take much, a little oil in a track and a little overzealous going in, and it happens.
Yeah, we call it red mist. When you start driving over your head a little faster than you should. So you have to be careful not to let that happen, and sort of like getting a battle with somebody. It's a club race, it's for fun, it's to have a good time, a lot of friends. We meet a lot of great people. People even in the crowds come by, and we're more than happy to show them the cars and kids. So it makes it all good.
I'll tell you, it's the first time we've covered this event, and I'm having a ball here. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I don't know what to look at next.
Yes, we got all different kinds of cars, all different power. The cars with different horsepower, full race cars, street cars. So it makes a nice event for everybody and anybody. Actually, new people can come in. They get instruction. It's actually free if you belong to the club. So it's really makes a good sport.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you, we certainly want to thank you for having a word with us, and we're going to keep an eye out there to see how you do. Maybe we'll get some footage of you racing around this place, but I got a feeling you're going to have fun.
I am, very much. Thank you.
Thanks for your interview. Thanks a lot, Peter. You were great. Yes, we have Charlie Vest with us, who just took our cameraman for a ride, and I'll tell you, Charlie, he come back, he said he has never gone for a ride like that in his life.
I think Billy had a little fun out there. We went full speed and, just had a great time. I really wanted to show him what the car can do. These cars are amazing. They really are.
I'll tell you, I was watching you. You're pretty smooth out there. You've been doing this for a while?
Well, I started in 2002 with Team Pelota, so this is my 9th season out here with the guys. I was a novice driver for a couple of years and went to a bunch of driving schools, and of course driving at events like this. I've advanced to the advanced groups with these guys, and we go race speeds faster than many of the race series, actually.
Well, I'll tell you, I was watching. I mean, you boys will go around this place.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, this car is a 355?
That's right. This is a 355 challenge car. It's the race car version of the Ferrari 355, which was a production model from the mid-1990s to the early 2000s, and with the Ferrari Challenge Race Series, they try to run the race car version of their V8 model in the series. So this was the race car of the kind of late 1990s.
I'll tell you, this team you've got together here looks like an interesting group. I think you have a lot of fun here.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, part of what this is all about are the people, and we just have a lot of fun together. As you know, we bring all our families out with us. It's a real family affair. These are some of the best friends I've ever had in my life, and yeah, that's really what it's all about. We have the cars as a common bond, and of course we have a lot of fun out on the racetrack as well.
Did you go to any driving schools?
I've done a Skip Barber school. These events run by the club are actually driving schools as well. So all of the novice drivers that are out here today learning how to drive on the racetrack are actually in the classroom, have instructors in the cars with them. And that's the way I started out as well.
Well, I'll tell you, I could tell because I really watched you out there. And you were really smooth. I was kind of very impressed, I'll tell you.
Actually, being smooth is being fast. As a matter of fact, that's really one of the things when you learn how to drive a racetrack is to find the racing line. And the smoother you can be, rather than being jerky with the car, the less you're scrubbing speed and the faster you go.
Now tell me, cars like this, what RPM range do you bring them up to?
This car does not like to be under 5,000 RPM. Typically, the range we're in out there is 7,000 to about 8,500 RPM. So we're really screaming out there.
Well, I'll tell you, you sure look like you're having fun here, and we're going to have to try to come to more of these events because I like them. I'll tell you, it's actually the first time we're at an event like this. You know, we usually cover racing events or vintage car things and shows, but this is a first for us. But I'll tell you, I like it. Matter of fact, I may have to find me a car.
Hey, and maybe we'll get you out in the car for the next ride as well.
You never know. All right, thank you, Charlie. It was a pleasure.
Great
and good
to talk
luck.
to you.
Nice talking to you.
Thanks.
We really want to thank Charlie for giving our ace cameraman Bill Majak a ride in this car because he really loved it, and you could really tell Charlie knows how to bring this car around this place.
Yes, we have Salguerrero here who owns these two beautiful Ferraris, and I'll tell you, he got a 360 and a 430. How do you get up in the morning and know which one you're going to want to drive, Sal?
It's kind of hard, though. I would try to run the 430 all the time. And the 360 sometime I take it on Sunday when it's good day for a converb.
Yeah, now you like to come up to Lime Rock here. Have you ever had this car on the track?
No, I never did, but we come up here every year for this fun race.
I'll tell you, this is just great. The group you're with, I'll tell you, they're a lot of fun people. They took our cameraman out in one of the cars. He just thoroughly enjoyed it. And we may have to get one of these cars, you know. Now tell me, when did you start getting into these Ferraris?
About 4 years ago, I bought the 360 Inspire. And then we saw the 430. I had a fever to make sure I would get one, and I did. About 2 years ago.
Now, does your son drive this too?
Yes. Me and him, we share the cars.
Your wife drive too, or no?
No, she won't drive.
She's scared.
She's scared to drive these cars.
Now tell me, where are you from?
Originally I'm from Italy, from Naples. And I came to this country in 1966. And I've been here since then.
You live in Southbury or Waterbury?
No, I live in Watertown, Connecticut. And I live there for the past 10 years now. And my office is located in Cheshire, Connecticut.
Cheshire?
Yeah, Cheshire, yeah.
And so this is kind of a little hobby with you?
Yeah, that's all we do. This we do for hobby. Usually we own a construction business. We have to go to work every day, unfortunately. This is just for the weekend hobby.
Now, is also, I think a lot of you belong to the Italian club, too.
Correct. We belong to the Pandis Club in Waterbury. We got about 900 members up there, all from the same town.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We're going to have to come up and visit you. I'd love to see that place someday.
Yeah, I wish you would. Let me know. Give us a call and we'll take you around up there.
Yeah, I heard it was a great place. And actually, I know there's somebody that's going to be watching this that I want you to say hello to. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about your son, Jeff. Jeff, hello. Come back here soon. We need you.
We all want you back.
Yeah, we do. You could come back. You got your job anytime, pal.
That's great to know. And I'll tell you, I know he's going to be happy to see you and talk. He'd probably be giving you a call. And we want to thank you, Sal, for your time. And I know that from the smile on your face, you surely love these cars and coming up here.
Oh, absolutely we do. That's our enjoying.
If I could help you in any way, I want you to give me a ring.
We will. We will.
And we're going to do something. I'd like to see this club.
Yes, we will. Give me a call. Jeff got my number. Give me a call. We hook up with the president of the club and we'll walk you through.
Absolutely. Thank you for the interview and good luck.
Thank you, you guys. Thank
You are excellent.
Thank you.
Yes, we have Dan Ivanko with us, who drives this gorgeous 355 red Ferrari. I'll tell you, Dan, this car is absolutely gorgeous. How'd you get involved with these cars?
My dad, 2 years ago, did a driving experience where he drove 5 different high-end sports cars, loved it, and as soon as I turned 18, he brought me to my first track event, and just moved up from there and just kept doing it and doing it.
The hook was set.
The hook, yeah. As soon as I jumped in that car, that was it.
Now, how do you like this Lime Rock track?
I love it. It's one of my favorite tracks, if not my favorite.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous place. It's a challenging racetrack, too. I'll tell you, it's not an easy track.
Always doing something out there. There's never a dull moment.
Yeah, you're not resting here like in some of the tracks. I know they have long straightaways.
Yeah, there's every second you have something to do. No downtime.
And how long have you been involved with this group?
This group, since I began, for 2 years now. Or this is my second summer.
Yeah. Now, they're based in Connecticut, right?
Nope, they're actually based in Boston, just outside of Boston.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I was talking to one of the members. He was from...
Members are from all over.
Yeah, they're from over there. Yeah, that's right. He was telling me South Boston or something like that. And how many events do you go to a year?
Between 5 and 15. Depends on what's going on.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's tough to squeeze everything in. You know, I have the same problem. Sometimes, you know, you have business engagements you got to keep up with, and then another problem I've been having here at Lime Rock. They do a lot of events on holidays because they can't race here on a Sunday. I don't know if you ever were aware of that. Yeah, there's a church up on top, and there's an ordinance that says you can't race on Sunday, so the 4-day weekends become a big deal because usually on a Sunday they'll hold a car show or something, you know, that kind of thing. So now in Pennsylvania, where do you go out there?
We don't. There's a Beaver Run racetrack, which is like 45 minutes from my house, but it's tiny and not well kept. We belong to a racetrack up in Monticello, New York. And that's where we spend all of our time practicing.
We hear a lot of good things about that track, and hopefully, you know, I want to cover an event up there. We're going to have to maybe follow you guys up there one of these days.
You should. It's a great time up there.
Yeah, we certainly want to see what it's like, and I'll tell you, we're going to keep an eye on the racetrack and see how you do out there. I got a feeling from the smile on your face, you're certainly going to have some fun.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Well, we want you to go take a break now. I know you're just coming out of the car and it's hot out, and we'll be talking later.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dan. You were excellent.
Thank you.
Good job. Yes, as we come to the conclusion of our show, we're going to be taking a ride with a race cameraman, Billy Majak, in this 355 Ferrari. And believe me, this car really runs good, and Billy really told me he had a great time in this car. But I want to mention, I hope everybody has enjoyed watching this show as much as we did producing it. We really had a great day up here in Lime Rock with the Ferrari Club and Team Pelota. They're just great people, and we look forward to doing more events with the Ferrari people, as really was an excellent day. I mean, I had no idea the amount of people that do this kind of thing, and you know, to be able to go out on a racetrack like Lime Rock, it's so historic, and it is a challenging racetrack too. You know, they just make this place great. We've been to all kind of events here, and we just love coming up here. I want to thank our camera people, Dwayne Cody, Billy Majak, David Seidlinger,
and our media person, Lisa Backus, for all the great work they do. And I also want to thank Lime Rock, too, for always being a great host to all these different clubs and events we come to. And as you can see, this 355 Ferrari, driven by Charlie Vest, is really getting the speed as he's coming down the main straightaway here, heading into Big Bend. And it's just been an outstanding day, and we hope you will return for our next episode of Race in Action today, as we're always trying to do something different, and we'd like to hear from you too. If you ever get a chance to give us a line, an email, we really appreciate it, as we're always looking for something new to do. But believe me, this Ferrari Day was just one outstanding event, and I really want to thank all the people who came to this event, and especially the team, like I said, Team Pelota there. They're just great guys, and we look forward to doing more things with them. But most of all, and last of all, I want to thank you, the viewers, for being with us on Racing Action today. This program is brought to you in part by SalCal Real Estate Connections. Special thanks to the Racing Action Today crew: Dwayne Cody, Billy Majak, David Seidlinger, Lisa Backus, and Luis Gonzalez. Also, we want to thank our home station, Nutmeg TV, for all their support. Special thanks to Pryor Brothers Fabricating for all their support and all the great things they do back at their shop. And also, we want to thank Just Results Weight Loss Center for all their support and the great things they do at their facility.